Greetings, everybody. This is just a live check-in, update, life update kind of thing, or health update, because I've been sick the last few days. I'll be talking about that. Nobody's really here yet, as I say. So it's funny, you go live and you start talking, and nobody's here right away. They have to, of course, get the clue that you're here. You're gonna get the clue that you're here. They're gonna get the memo, the notifications, and then they come on. So, I'll probably be repeating a lot of this stuff as the morning goes on here. Um, I'll talk more about it. But, what I do is I start talking anyway, even though a lot of people aren't here yet, because I figure some people will play it back. You may notice, I could notice it right now myself. I'm taking measured pauses. Um, I've been sick. It started coming down uh, Tuesday evening, around Tuesday evening, and this is Saturday. Now, Wednesday I was sick, was pretty sick. Thursday and Friday. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday were pretty bad. And today, it's getting a little bit better all the time. And you're going to be able to hear it because of the microphone. I can hear a little wheeziness in here, a little rattly, little, crackly sounds. It's all because I've got an upper respiratory infection. And that's basically what I'm here for, is to just check in with you. Because when I go a few days without checking in with my audience and my viewers. Oh, I just noticed I froze a little bit here. The weather's not too good. I hope I'm not too freezing up here. I just noticed I froze on my own camera. But when I go too long without making a video or a live stream, I feel like I don't want people getting upset, thinking what's wrong. Is everything okay? So I figured I would just check in with you. Yeah, when I breathe in, you can hear that, huh? I may wind up going off camera. If you see me shut the camera and the mic off, it's because of the respiratory infection. I'm coughing or whatever. Got my box of Kleenex right here. It's running low. Blowing my nose, hacking up phlegm, all that kind of good stuff. That's all it is. That's all I'm dealing with. And I just wanted to check in with all of you, is why I'm here. So let's get started. Hello, Mike. Hello, Robbie. Streaming stuff. Hello, Tony. Think we'll ever get to see that Sergeant Pepper release party film? That's up. I didn't even hear about that. I did. There's a film for the Sergeant Pepper release. That's great. Hello, Andrew. Good to see you. And so I'm dealing with pretty much a bad upper respiratory infection. Nothing serious. I did not get a COVID test. The reason I say that is, you know, I went to my doctor like twice. We did not do the COVID test. He doesn't think it's COVID. I'm not, I'm not running a fever. I don't have a fever. And the funny thing is, I got 3 COVID tests in the past 3 months. In December, I had bad food poisoning. And just to be on the safe side, I got a COVID test that was negative. Then in January, I got a bad head cold or something. Just for safety reasons and precautions, in January, I got a COVID test twice. It was nothing, negative. And then in February, after the Beetle Fest, I got a brief thing. Got a third COVID test, negative. I said, look, I'm not going to run and get a COVID test. And I'm not talking about the home test. I don't trust the home test, the rapid test. I like the long test, which I forget what it's called. So, I'm not going to run to the walk-in emergency clinic every single time I get a cold anymore. But with my luck, this fourth one probably is. I don't think it is. I really don't. But Anyway, yeah, I'm going to be talking off and on about this. I know people are not here. They're not that interested in hearing me complain. It's not what I'm doing about my illness right now. But I'm here because, like I said, I want to touch base with my viewers. I want them to know what's going on with me. If I'm not around a lot, why? Why not? And here's the reason. Didn't really feel like doing live streams up until now. I still don't feel like I'm doing live streams. In fact, I canceled a Fab Gab. I was all set, looking forward to doing a Fab Gab tomorrow, Sunday, and I canceled it. I was going to do a ranking of Walls and Bridges songs. Let John Lennon's 1974 Walls and Bridges. Uh, when I say canceled it, I mean postponed it. I'll do it uh, as we get into further into the spring in April or something. But I just wanted to touch base with everybody. Um, well, this is very interesting. Very interesting to hear about this Sergeant Pepper footage. I like that. Hello, Jerry Carter. So, as I say, this is not the most exciting stuff to talk about, but I will. Uh, I will be referring back to it. Sorry, I get a little sidetracked. I got a lot on my mind. In a half hour or so, I'm going to take an antibiotic. I'm taking doxycycline. I'm also taking, which I already took today, a steroid. Um, I don't think I've ever taken steroids in my life for anything. I don't want to. I don't like taking any kind of medications, but I'm putting myself in the hands of my doctor this time, and I'm saying, okay, I'll take the doxycycline and I'll take the steroid. Try to knock this all out as fast as I can. Drinking some hot tea, and that's where I'm at. Usually, lately, you might know, I've been doing these kinds of live streams on my other channel. My other channel is called Mayo's Movie Mayhem, and that's where I do a lot of these. And thank you, Mike. Thanks, Joanne. It's all good. Taking care, taking care. Just want everybody to know what's going on. It's kind of amazing. I don't want to speak too soon that I haven't had to shut the camera and mic off yet to cough. My coughing's gotten a lot better. This started with severe coughing, mostly, and that's gotten better. But I'm like I say, I'm taking antibiotics. I'm taking a steroid. Uh, Taking Mucinex to break up the mucus, and it's all kind of working out. It's funny when you get these kinds of respiratory infections, colds and things. You feel like you've been sick forever. And really, it's only been 3 full days. Basically, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's only been 3 days. Today's Saturday. It's only 8:30 in the morning. It's just starting up. The day's just starting. So really, only 3 full days. So if you feel like you've been sick for a month, or a couple of weeks, and it's only been 3 days. So I haven't. What really pisses me off is I haven't really felt like I could do my usual walk. I was getting into the habit of walking. I think it's good to get exercise. I think it's good to keep moving. My doctors informed me, a while ago that even though you may not feel like it, it's good to keep the lungs, clear to move. So I'm trying to do that, even though I can't walk as long as I usually do. I think I'll today it's raining outside. Of course, it's raining, but I think I'm going to start walking just around the apartment anyway for a little bit. Going to keep moving. But what was I say? Yeah, I don't like the fact that I haven't been able to exercise and get out. That pisses me off. I don't want to just get stagnant and for too long. But I'm surprised so far. Sometimes you think you can't do something and then you start doing it. You say, "Hey, I'm handling this better than I thought I would." I'm talking about this live stream. I'm here for 10 minutes, just about, and it's going better than I thought it might. Ooh, okay. I talked too soon, but you heard a little bit of that. You didn't hear all of it, so there I am. Uh, I just, I haven't felt like doing. I haven't felt like making videos. I mean, you can always edit the videos. You can always edit them. I think in the last video I made, I was just starting to feel funny, and during the video, twice, I think you could see me maybe if you look. I paused the camera a couple of times. Pause, pause. So I guess there's not much else to say, really. And some people are going to come on late and missed it. Oh, it's not allergies. Good morning, DJ Vinyl Vertigo. Uh, no, this is not allergy. We thought it was allergies. I do have allergies. So I think it's allergies, but this is not allergies. This is a sickness. This is an infection. You know, went to the doctor. How sweet it is. At least I got that through. So, hello, Pops O'Reilly. So anyway, we can talk about other stuff. It doesn't have to be all about me and my respiratory infection. I think I'm gonna blow my nose. I just paused again. Am I pausing a lot? I just saw myself pause again. You know, am I pausing a lot here on the camera? Freezing up? Let me know, folks. Oh yeah, good question. Right, my brother-in-law at the wedding said he was sick. I'm pretty sure I got sick from the wedding. Somebody at the wedding, but I find out that he has strep throat. I don't have strep throat, but I don't know if it's a situation where if somebody gets two or three people get sick, they all have something. I talked to my mother in Florida who was at the wedding, and she says she's also sick. Okay, she says she's mostly got a throat thing. I have something else, but I don't. Okay, well that's cool. By the way, DJ Vinyl Vertigo, do you know about my other channel, Mayo's Movie Mayhem? Usually, I've been doing a lot of these. If you're interested in these streams, I've been doing a lot of them over there. Usually, I've been doing them over there. So if you're not subscribed over there, please do subscribe because I decided to do today's stream here at my main channel, Mean Mr. Mayo, because that's my main channel. Most people see me there here. That's why I did it. But usually I've been doing these over at the other channel now. So just please make sure to subscribe there if you haven't already. So thank you. I'll put it up here just so in case you want to see it. There you go. Okay, there it is. Just taking a break to blow the old schnozzle. That's what I was doing there. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. Hmm. That's weird. It's shirt. It's a t-shirt. Thin, tiny, sh shiny polyester material instead of cotton. Oh yeah, I've been trying. Oh, believe me, for the last 3 days, I've been trying to get as much of this crap out as I can. It's not always easy. I've gotten a lot of it. Nice, pretty yellow phlegm. Isn't it beautiful? Um, I'm putting a link up. Thank you very much, DJ. Thank you, and I hope you're feeling well too. I remember you were having some health problems. Hope you're doing well. But anyway, so trying to watch some movies. Yesterday, I watched one of my favorites, Son of Frankenstein. That's right. Nothing new, same old things. Watched a little Laurel and Hardy. Watched some Abbott and Costello. I stick with the comfort. It's like comfort food, comfort movies. I don't want anything that I gotta think, any new stuff that I gotta think too long and hard about. So, no, I have not watched any more Night Gallery only because I'm saving that for like a Saturday night treat. Night Gallery is going to be my Saturday night affair. I think I'm going to watch an episode every Saturday night, like around like for Svengoolie time. That's what I think I'm going to do with that. So, so, I'm glad like I said, I'm glad I'm able to come up here anyway. Just want to, it's important. I feel it's important to check in with your audience, your viewers, your fans. I think it's important to do that. I got a real bad copy of Godzilla minus one. You didn't mention subtitles. Oh yeah, well it's definitely subtitles. Godzilla minus one is in Japanese, not English. And yeah, in the theater it had subtitles. Good morning. Thanks. I'm okay. Currently have a bad sinus infection, but at the end of it right now. Sympathize with you. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you, sir. You too. Yeah, there's always things coming up. Like next week is my anniversary. Girlfriend and I, being together 13 years. So, of course, this falls right at the anniversary. Looking forward to going to the movie theater to see Ben Hur on the big screen. That's April 2nd. Not, a week from tomorrow's Sunday. A week from tomorrow. Is it a week from tomorrow or 2 weeks? Oh, it's not a week. It's Tuesday. Tuesday, April 2nd. Week from Tuesday. I got some time. And, I want to be well for that. I don't want to be sick. I don't want to go in there sick. Should be enough time. How's the past month been for me? It's been pretty good, and it's obvious when you look at me. You look at my videos and my live streams. I'm pretty open with things going on. You know, I think it's checking up on me. I bet you are. Um, Hello, Dino. Well, if you want to know how I am, you can go back and watch the first 20 minutes. I'm coming along better. I've been very sick for the past 3 days. Is the fourth day. I'm taking medication, taking antibiotics, taking a steroid or two, which is just for 5 days. Steroid for 5 days. Try to knock this out. Inflammation, infection, all that. I really, yeah, you haven't been. I'm not here to argue with you. You know what? I'm not in the mood for you. Okay, so get lost. You don't really care how I'm doing. So I don't need to talk to you. There's something about you I don't trust. Okay, I'll be honest with you. All right. Yeah, I've worn this several times. It's a John Lennon Instant Karma shirt. You can see John List singing Instant Karma. This says Instant Karma in Japanese, and underneath it says, I think, Who Has Seen the Wind, which is the B-side Yoko song. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't know if Daddy's gonna come on or not. He has no idea that I'm here. The purge is going slowly, but I'm doing it. I haven't been able to purge in a while because I'm just not feeling good enough. Once I get up and about again a lot, when I get rid of this, I'll be doing it. It's a nice feeling to get rid of stuff, stuff you're not gonna ever bother with, you know, and make some money back for things in its place. Other stuff that I may be interested in. My favorite Beatles love song. It's hard to say. There's so many of them. The first one that popped to mind is "And I Love Her," because it has love in it. But there's a lot. "Something" is a beautiful love song too. I just made a video where I said I was tired of hearing it so much, but those are among my favorites. I read some story about those U.S. Army fatigues that John wears. He bought them from a soldier. I like buying some new stuff with old money. Yeah, but sell stuff to buy more stuff. That's what I'm doing. Yes, indeed, Chauncey. But and I have noticed, when you leave some comments from like movies, I'm aware of it, just so you know. Looking back at the recent New York Beetle Fest, do you have any regrets about not saying hello to May Pang or not telling her how many times you went to see her movie? Well, David, if I'm to be honest, I would say yes. I mean, I should have at least, if nothing else, I should have at least recorded some shots of her talking to people for my video. If I didn't talk to her, I should have said hello. And I'm sorry I didn't. But I mean, I did get to talk to her in 1981. I met her in 1981 at least. Good morning, Robert. Robert P. Good morning, Eric. Psycho's Platters, what's going on? You know, once again, I'll just tell some people who might be wondering. I had said that I was going to do a Fab Gab show tomorrow live. We were going to rank the songs from the album Walls and Bridges, and I postponed it. I don't know when we're going to do it. We're going to do it some other time because I'm having an illness right now. As I'm sitting here, I'm realizing I seem to be able to hold my own here, but occasionally, I don't want to have to. It's hard when you're doing a ranking show. It's different ranking tracks because There's more to think about. There's more to write. You have to follow a script. Kind of. You have notes about what songs you put and details. There's more to do, more to think about, more to control. And you got three people up there to monitor. It's just tough. Uh, I did not see the Mr. Beatles Pro Room Tour. I know he's got a lot of great stuff. That's for damn sure. I think, from what I've seen, I think Mr. Beatles Pro has the best Beatles collection out there. Mickey might be coming back to Beatlefest Chicago. Well, there you go. Thank you very much, Robert. I'm hanging in there. But like I say, I'm better. Even though today is the fourth day, really, of being sick, I feel better today than I did, the last day or two. So I'm able to handle this. Um, yeah, definitely. Thank you, thank you. I have to take my antibiotic in like 10 minutes or so. I did see the that security movie, Mall Cop or whatever. I think I took my niece to see that when she was very small. Um, didn't really like it. Uh, yeah, Godzilla's fun. Yeah, I don't have the Criterion Godzilla box. I have all the movies already, but just not the Criterion box. Yep, that was the old way to do it. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I'm really glad that I decided to come on here, folks. Really glad that I decided to do this, to come out here, up here, and share some time with you. As I say, yeah, I have a respiratory infection, pretty bad coughing, but like I say, I'm going a long time here without coughing. I'm taking some anti-cough stuff or whatever they call it, it's cough suppressants. So, yeah, and this is very true too. Takes your mind off things. Uh, I was doing Saturday afternoon catch up with Mayo things. Depending on how this goes, I may come back later, maybe not. Um, I do not have Coffin Joe box set. I remember those are movies like Tonight I'll Possess Your Soul or Take Your Soul or Tonight I'll Possess Your Corpse. That was a cough. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I remember that. Well, I don't remember it. I didn't see Circus Boy, but I know that he was, you know, an actor before the Monkees. I know that. Didn't get any snow. No. But again, this is the month of March. We've had very cold weather here for March. Really. Well, what do I mean, very cold weather for March? March is always ridiculous. March is a real crappy month as far as I'm concerned. It's the month that you never know what to expect, you know? Yeah. Guess it's time to take my antibiotics, so bear with me a minute. Yes, true, very true. I did the movie chat, feeling I felt pretty lousy that day, and I did the movie chat anyway. It seems like it's been so long, since the movie chat was Wednesday night, and I only really missed 2 days, Thursday and Friday. I didn't do any live streams. Only 2 days, but it really feels like it's a long time. It's crazy. People go months without doing live streams. I missed 2 days, and I feel like it's been forever. But that's what happens when you get used to it. Hello, James. I do not have this box set. Nope. I saw a clip where Mike Nesmith said he never had a good relationship with Peter Talk. When he heard of his death, he broke down and felt terrible about the whole situation. Well, that's what people do. There's people out there that, they don't treat people well, or they don't like people or whatever, and then they die when it's too late. And he's not crying. Oh, he feels so bad. Oh, boo hoo. Well, you should have thought of that while they were still alive. You should have made up with them. Should have treated them better. Should have been closer with them, because you never know. That's how I look at it. Well, like I said, I don't know what's up with Danny. Danny's been nice. He's been texting me a couple of times, asking me, Joe, how you feeling? Are you doing better? And all this kind of stuff. So I do appreciate that, Danny. Didn't know if he'd come up here tonight. I didn't tell him I was coming on. It was a last minute thing this morning. And I finally, made sure I got cleaned up a bit because, you sit home for 2 or 3 days. You grow a beard. You don't shave. You're feeling sick. Don't wash your hair. You know the deal. Come on, we're all humans here. And then finally I said, no, no, let's get it together this morning, get on camera. So that's what I did. It's funny how when I shave my beard, I do have a goatee here, or Van Dyke. And when I shave it close, you don't. It's like I don't have anything. Yes, I have. I think I've got. I counted them a week or two ago. I've got 47 Snow South 45s. Yeah. Where did I meet Danny? Well, he's been watching my channel. I never really met him at all in person. He's been watching my channel for many years, and he was a big fan of mine. And he sent me, a nice. I remember he sent me a nice note once, and he had a picture of himself and his wife, Robin. Favorite song of Joe Sal's? Oh, there's so many of them. You know what I mean? How could you choose only one? There's so many Joe South songs that are great. Yep, that's true. Did I mention Bill Fury? No, I'm not really. I'm not familiar with Billy Fury. I heard of him, not really familiar with him. Yeah, I could see that that would be your favorite because you play a lot of games. Favorite Elvis movies. Elvis's best movie, I think, is King Creole. It's one of my favorites also. But as far as favorite Elvis movies, I'm partial to like movies like Live a Little, Love a Little. Actually, is one of my favorite Elvis movies. Believe it or not, one of his last movies. Um, I like stuff like that. I like Girl Happy. In some ways, I have more fun with those. Top three horror movies from the '90s. Oh wow! I wish I had a list. Well, if you consider Misery a horror movie, that would be one of them. Misery. Um, I know they're there. I know there's movies. Oh boy. Can I cheat and say stuff like Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday from '93? I want to really like think about this because I know there's probably a lot of movies I like, and I can't think of them all now. They don't jump out at me. I like The Devil's Advocate with Al Pacino. There's got to be some really good ones that I'm forgetting. Uh, jeez. I like Halloween H2O 20 years later from 1998. There's some. I haven't seen that movie Head in a long time, but it is a lot of fun. It's a crazy movie, but that's okay. Hi, George. No, I have not. Yeah, those are two. Kid Galahad's the boxing movie, and I'm not too fond of that movie. Follow That Dream. Follow That Dream is Elvis almost like in a comedy role. What's good? Um, I got two snowflakes who unsubscribed. But I've got some. It's funny. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? You do one video. And a couple of people are such babies that they're like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be subscribed to him anymore. I didn't like this video." But yeah, I heard a couple of wise guys, but I expected that. Well, not much backlash. Only a couple of people. You can't win. Some people say, "What kind of fan are you? How could you criticize anything by the Beatles?" And then another people, say all you do is praise the Beatles all the time, and you can't be critical. So, and like I said, every song that I talked about, I either like or love. I either like or love every song that I listed there. And I just was telling you I'm a little tired of them right now. It's all. Oh, that's right. Tonight's Saturday. So I should watch a night gallery episode. You mean one of these? Yeah, I gotta watch it. I gotta watch a night gallery episode tonight. Yeah, I'm trying to watch one every Saturday night. Good morning, Tom. Yeah, I'm feeling a little better, but I got a ways to go. Trust me. What's my favorite McCartney and Ringo LPs? Oh, McCartney. Some of my favorite McCartney albums: Ram, in no particular order. Ram, Band on the Run, Venus and Mars, Flaming Pie, New, actually. It's one of my favorite McCartney albums, Back to the Egg. For Ringo, it's the self-titled Ringo album. It's Time Takes Time is my second favorite Ringo album. I like the album What's My Name by Ringo a lot, although I don't like the title track, What's My Name. I like the album Why Not by Ringo. There you go. Yeah, that's all. Let It Be, but Let It Be is a song that even though Let It Be is overplayed, Let It Be, I never tire of. It's all subjective. What's my favorite Rolling Stones compilation album? My favorite one is probably Hot Rocks. I also like High Tide and Greengrass. I also like Rolled Gold. Rolled Gold has I Want to Be Your Man on it. It's an import. Yeah, this is true. It's true. Well, when you're saying calling it like it is, I was just calling it as I personally feel it. That's all. Just giving my opinion. I'm glad you liked the video. So I'm guessing Danny's not coming up today, huh? I guess it's just me. He's not expecting this. So, in terms of solo, I never get tired of hearing Woman. I appreciate the song Woman more and more now when I hear it. It's bittersweet. I mean, it's a beautiful song, not just to Yoko, but to all women. For everybody that thinks John was such a misogynist and everything, he was at a time, I suppose. But he grew out of it, and loved women and appreciated women. And this is his ode, his love song to Yoko, but all women, speaking on women throughout, and he completely come to terms with himself, and I love it. Yeah, some people just want nothing but negativity, and that's not good that they just want negativity. But also, some people just want nothing but positivity, and that also isn't realistic. To be realistic, there's positive things about the world, and there's negative things about the world. Positive things about the Beatles, and a few negative things about the Beatles. Well, I definitely don't think John gets played enough. Well, that's happened to me. Yeah, I do think it's too much of a good thing. When Paul first went back on tour in 1989, it was great to hear him do "Hey Jude." Great to hear him do "Yesterday," Eleanor Rigby, all that stuff, "Long and Winding Road." I don't. It's gotten played out for me. Which Ringo Starr compilation do I like the best? Well, "Blast from Your Past" is nice. Uh, but it's short. It's very short, and it doesn't cover enough of his career. It's good if you just want a short one. But the album that came out, "Photograph," the best of Ringo, that's the best one. And I like every Beatles song too, and I wish people would get it through their thick skulls that just because I said that I'm personally a little tired of some Beatles songs, and I was even playfully making fun of some lyrics of things, I still like every Beatles song. I don't hate any Beatles song. Not one do I hate. Favorite horror movie directors? I don't. James Whale in the old days. The old days was good. Um, I don't know if I have a lot of great favorite horror directors later on, though. To be honest with you, I mean, I love what Roman Polanski did with Rosemary's Baby. I thought that was a great directing job, but it's one film. I wouldn't say he's a great horror director just because of that one film. You know. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that. I don't know about hated Lennon, but yeah, the first channel icon I used was the Ringo Photograph album cover. I don't know why, but that's what I used. I do hear these songs. I do hear Number Nine Dreamin' where they give whatever it gets you through the night. Those I do hear on regular radio stations. Well, that's why I'm confused because on the one hand you've been here a long time, and on the other hand, it's like sometimes I wonder about you. I never listen to Wings Over America. Never. I'm not a fan of live re- listening to live music. I would rather watch a video of a live performance. I rather see and hear. If it's live, I'd rather see the concert and hear it rather than just listen. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I think he did a video, yeah, but I don't remember that video about putting certain. I think he ranked some favorite albums. Well, Something New is a good album. Capital album, U.S. album, especially side one. No, no, no. I much prefer Ringo's by a mile, by a million miles. I prefer the Beatles version with Ringo of "I Want to Be Your Man." The Stones version is okay. Oh man. Um, Sometimes he does. I think sometimes he does. He, so he usually sings either "Boys" or "I Want to Be Your Man." What was my favorite song on the dance floor? You mean when I went to the wedding or in general? If you mean in general, there was a song. Let's say back when I was 21, there was a song called "I Eat Cannibals" by Total Coelho. And I used to get up and dance to "I Eat Cannibals." That was my favorite dance. Yes, that was my very favorite dance song. No doubt about it. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Mike. I'll save your list. Just a heads up too. I was gonna do a live Fab Gab show tomorrow. It was going to happen. Where I was going to have a couple of guests on. Three of us. We're going to rank the John Lennon Walls and Bridges songs, but I'm not feeling well enough to do that. So we're gonna postpone it. But so it just gives you time to get your list from your least favorite songs on Walls and Bridges to most favorite. By the way, I should also mention for anybody, we're also going to be throwing in Move Over Ms. L at the request of one of my guests. Um, we're going to also rank along with that Move Over Ms. L, the B side that John did because it was recorded at the same time. Um, I mean, I don't know all their songs, but Celebration is a good song for a good wedding song. Um, yeah, it's nice. In spite of all the dangers, nice to hear when Paul does it now. Folks, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on here. This worked out better than I thought it would, but I don't know if I want to stay on too long, especially since Danny's not here. I was going to stay on and kind of bounce off with Danny a little bit, but he didn't know I was going to be on today, and he's not prepared, I guess. Maybe he's still sleeping. I don't know. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to play it by ear. Yeah, I love that compilation. I bought that when I was really getting heavily into the Beatles. Um, when I was 14, I bought that album, and that was one of my introductions to to Beatles songs past Rubber Soul. I hadn't listened to Revolver and On yet, but I got that. I've got more than a cold. I got a pretty bad upper respiratory infection. I've had it for about, this is the fourth day now, and I'm on meds for it, antibiotic, and so and steroid too. Um, so I'm trying to knock that out, and that's why I haven't been around too much. And I'm trying to do my best to come on just to check in with everybody. I listened to all the Beatles anthology records. Does that pretty much give you everything? No, it's just an overview, really. Yeah. Oh, don't remember Summer Madness. So, yeah, well, I've been resting, but again, go back to couch, you mean, because that's where I mostly stay. Nope, never nice, never nice. Being ill sucks, really sucks. But this was good doing this as a distraction, a little, even though I've talked about it, it's still a distraction in a way. It is tired, but it's a good sentiment. Yes, I know Rocky is 1976. Yes, I know what a sex scene means. Yes, I know that Talia Shire played Adrian. Give me a break, will you? If all you're gonna do is ruffle my feathers, because I know what you do. You sit here and you act like, oh, I've been with you for 10 years. I've watched you so long. I remember your original logo. Then you pounce in for the kill every now and then with some kind of weird thing. I'm not stupid. I know what you're doing. It's just that just let this be. Let this show you. I've let you ride for a long time until that moment comes where I say that's it. You're done. Very nice. Very nice. My favorite is Anthology 2 because I love the outtakes. I'm down. It's only love. You've got to hide your love away. Only a northern song. You're talking about McCartney's first song, sort of. Well, it's all right. It's nothing great. Yes, it's on unplugged. Yes. That's pretty amazing, David. Wow, I don't know how much. I wouldn't think you want to lose too much more weight, would you? Too many more pounds? Congratulations. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, George rewriting John's lyrics. I don't think John even cared about it or knew about it. Okay, it was a cough. My face is red. You could see that was a intense cough. Okay, very good. Well, that would be the goal. I see that as maintenance, you have a cheat meal, one cheat meal a week. Yeah, not just anyone. I have to know the person, trust the person. You know, I don't know if all things must pass was too religious for John. Um, I don't know about that, but nevertheless, that's what John's mind was at the time. But he referenced God in his very last interview, um, recorded only hours before his death. And there's a song that you can find. I think it's on a double fantasy CD called "Lord Help Me to Help Myself." So John was a believer, and he was with God. At the end. I like Simon and Garfunkel very much. Yes, but not every single song they did. Trying to keep a 2-year-old out of my record collection is like running in circles. Really? I don't think Yoko pushed him back to God. Or the birth of Sean. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I have no idea. John always he was always thinking and rethinking and philosophizing and seeking. He was a seeker, and I think eventually he came to his senses. That's what I think. She ripped the shrink off my Ornette Coleman vinyl box set yesterday. Ooh-wee. Nice. I would not like that. I would not like that. David Fishman, if you're listening, I know you said you saw a dietitian who's helping you. Um, but I would like to know, in addition to to the person, you know, helping you with your diet maintenance and what to eat and what not to eat, do they also check, like, do they do medical work with you too? Do they also just check you out medically and see what your body is doing, see if how your thyroid's doing, things like that? Or is it just diet regimen? Ringo's got a good song about God called "Oh My Lord." I think it's on the 2005 album Choose Love. He still wore glasses, but there were a lot of shots of him without glasses too. Okay, I got you. I can hear the raindrops out there. There goes March. What do they say? Going out like a lion? Sure enough, we got bad weather. We got rain. We got cold and rainy. Wonderful. Danny, where are you? 67 minutes. You're not here. Oh, well, I guess Danny's not coming around. I wasn't going to stay on too long. I'm actually on longer than I expected. I didn't expect to be on this long. Yeah, I never really liked the granny glasses that John wore. I never liked that look. Hello, Glenn. Yeah, true, true. I didn't know I was going to be on either. I've been sick. I've been sick. I'm getting a little better. Thank you, Peter. I'm getting a little better. I've been sick for it's awful. This is the fourth day. Funny, I said earlier when you have like I have an upper respiratory infection. I'm on antibiotics and things, and when you're sick for like 3 or 4 days, it feels like it's so long. It feels like you've been sick for weeks. But I don't want to stay on too long anyway. Like if Danny comes up now, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on. You know, because gotta rest. Yeah, yeah, that's true. John did write Strawberry Fields in Spain when he was filming How I Won the War. Yeah, I see. I see. Danny's been bouncing around. Yes, on other channels. It's raining harder out there. Miserable rainy day, boy. It's coming down strong. I don't remember this. No. Yeah, I like some songs by Peter, Paul, and Mary. Yeah, well, I've been coughing a hell of a lot. I'm coughing less than I was. I was coughing really bad the last 3 days. It's gotten a lot better. I haven't had to. I haven't had to. Can't think straight. Get off camera too much during this. I've been on here an hour and 12 minutes, and I haven't really had to do much coughing, which is good. It's getting better. Hello, Chrissy. Well, that's very good. Very nice. I would have liked to have had their autographs as well. I don't remember. I don't know why I can't remember this. Hmm. Boy. So I'll put the link up one more time. Then again, if it's raining here, it could be raining where Danny is, and every time there's bad weather, he doesn't have internet. Do you think you got sick from that guy at the wedding? Either him or somebody at the wedding. I think I caught it at the wedding. Which is a damn shame. Lately, there's a lot of concern about go. It's funny because we've been going. We as people, we've been going to parties and weddings and things like that for decades before COVID. And now since COVID, it seems like we're all afraid of catching things, and we do catch things. Um, yeah, well, my mother also got sick after the wedding. I'm sick after the wedding. I don't know. My girlfriend didn't get sick yet. She's probably gonna get sick from me. I hope she doesn't. I hope she doesn't. You know, but it's just like that a lot lately. It really is. It seems like I might have caught something after the Beetle Fest too. I don't know what's going on, but like I said, forget about COVID. It's not COVID, but in general, I mean, we used to go to shows and conventions and weddings and not get sick. What is it? Why is it a thing now? And I'm not talking about the COVID. I'm talking about just regular sickness. It's weird. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I hope it's not that. I'm not feeling that. I hope that's not what's going on, you know? So yeah, that is good news. Gotta get rid of this crappy weather. That doesn't help. I'm not a big fan of musicals. No. I mean, I've seen some that are better than others. I'm generally not a fan. Yes, it's all right. I mean, it's typical Paul. Yeah, I guess I would prefer Melanie if I have to pick one. Yes, I do. I'm not going to stop eating out at restaurants. No way. I'm sorry. Can't be afraid of everything. No news, none at all. I got to tell you, it's pathetic. It really is. I'm sorry. I like Mark Lewison as a person. I like his work. I loved his book Tune In. I think it's pathetic. It's just way too long. Yes, I have. I met Lewison. Great guy. Yes. I don't really have a line drawn. It depends on the book. It depends on the book, just like a movie. Some movies are fine, long. Some aren't. Yes, I do agree when I'm eating pancakes. I'm not eating that stuff now. So what do you do, David? Do you have like IHOP like once a week now? I had a guy yesterday in a giant building coughing right behind me. People are weird today. Yeah, they're definitely the best. Absolutely. Yeah, well, like I said, if I'm gonna have a cheat day when the day comes, I'm gonna probably do pasta, pasta, pizza, or a sandwich. Well, it's more bread than anything else. If you know. Thank you, Ralph. I'm working on it. I'm better today than I was the last 3 days. I mean, the last 3 days, I couldn't even think about coming up here and talking on a live stream at all. Now I can do it. Although my voice is starting to feel it. My throat, everything, my voice. But just gotta hang in there. That's all. Oh yeah, they were. Oh yeah, absolutely. I like Texas Roadhouse. I like that stuff. Yeah. Nothing. Well, these shows. I don't know if you mean concerts. No. Mm. Yeah, I actually saw that video. It was interesting. I was getting a little annoyed with some of his choices. So I know how people were getting annoyed with my video. I didn't list Twist and Shout. There's a reason for it, because I never get tired of hearing Twist and Shout. Maybe it's time for me. I said I was going to make a follow up. Beatles songs I never get tired of hearing. Now, Beatles songs I never get tired of hearing. I could make like 100 of them. But I agree. I definitely agree with this. No doubt about it. People may call it sacrilege, but George Martin was very, very integral, and he was amazingly important to the sound of the Beatles and the success of the Beatles. No doubt about it. I do not think any way, shape, or form the Beatles would have been what they were without George Martin. He is the ultimate and the only one deserving of the title, the fifth Beatle, George Martin. Well, that's a good choice for a time capsule song. Well, like I say, it's not so much overplayed. Like Twist and Shout is overplayed, but I don't get tired of it. Let It Be is overplayed, but I don't really get tired of that either. There's certain, but we don't know why that is, but we have certain, excuse me, certain songs that for whatever reason we don't grow tired of. Some other ones we do. Who can say why? Another one I should have put on my list, and it's one of the biggest, but I forgot it because it's a single. I was thinking of albums. Is Lady Madonna. God, am I fed up with Lady Madonna? That's a big one, very big one. If I had the presence of mind to think of singles as much as I was thinking of album tracks, I would have thought of Lady Madonna for sure. Yeah, a lot of people said this. A lot of people said that they're tired of Birthday also. That was a very popular choice. Recently caught an old rant video, noisy kids at restaurants. Totally agree. Wifey and I were blessed. Our boy was always well behaved. Thank you, Glenn, for always being good parents that way. Um, I don't know if we'll ever hear it or not. All I know is I don't care if I never hear it because people have heard it, who have really heard it, said it sucks. It's really bad. Am I running a temperature? No, never really. Well, the first time I took my temperature, it was 99.1. 99. The next day it was 98.3. 98 point. So no, no. Joe, you said the other day I looked thin in my picture. That was on my last diet back in 2019 when I was around 190. I put back over 40 during COVID, back down to 197 today. Congratulations, Mick. Good work. I find that the earlier Beatles songs don't annoy me as much. The song's not as popular, I'll listen to all the time. Yeah, that's me too. Like when I make my next video, Beatles songs I never tire of, most of them are going to be songs like, I mean, see, that's why I can't think along those lines because I could pick stuff like Little Child, I'm not tired of, Not a Second Time, I'm not tired of, Don't Bother Me, I'm not tired of, I'll Get You, I'm not tired of. I could name like, B-sides and songs that you don't hear on the radio a lot. Not tired of hearing Tell Me Why, not tired of hearing I'll Be Back, stuff like that. So I think what I don't know how I'm going to approach this because I don't know if it should specifically be songs that are played a lot that I'm still not tired of, even though they're played a lot. You know, I don't know. So Beetlebag, what's up? Maybe make it a longer list than the first. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I haven't really decided how I'm going to go about it. I just haven't decided how to handle that. I don't know because it's too easy to say, like I said, songs that, like one of them I'll tell you is going to be on there. A song I never get tired of. I could hear it forever. Is "Baby You're a Rich Man." But then again, people say, well, duh. "Baby You're a Rich Man" is not a song that's played You don't hear it a lot. That's why. And I could name 100 songs like that. But we'll see. Yeah. Let me ask you a personal question. You say you live in Philadelphia. How is it over there? You always hear that Philadelphia is really, no offense, please, is really violent. There's a lot of crime. It's scary to be in Philadelphia now. That's what you hear. You know, it's like what they say about Chicago. They say that about New York City and all this stuff. And I'm going to be living close to hopefully in the next couple of years be moving close to Philadelphia. Philadelphia may be the main city. Yeah, I've actually got this. I've gotten that suggestion from a couple of people too. Yeah, I think about that too. Yeah, as you've been noticing, and I'm sure a lot of people are noticing, I just we go through those periods. There's a period like right now. I'm not making many videos. I'm just not. I'm not really into it, and I haven't been feeling well. And these things come in. Uh, Help me find the word. These things come in at times, and then eventually it passes, phases or whatever, and it'll pass. But just not into it right now. It's live streams mainly. Uh, yeah, I've heard people say they're tired of "Don't Let Me Down," and I'm thinking to myself, I never hear "Don't Let Me Down," but I don't have the Beatles channel on Sirius XM, so maybe there you go. Yeah, if you're not feeling super into it, wait it out. The desire to make them will come back. I've gone through them too. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to push it too much, really. But, I realize too, as you know, having a channel, that, you have to be seen and make videos to grow, I mean, North Philly has a lot of crime. I live in the Northeast. It's okay where I am. Have every day in the news there's shootings in Philadelphia. That's terrible. Well, God, it's terrible. Yeah, I think Imagine would definitely make the list of songs I'm tired of, sadly. However, objectively, apart from that, I think Imagine deserves to be the number one solo Beatles song. And the Rolling Stones top 100 list, maybe I'm Amazed was number one. Don't get me wrong. I think that's a great choice. I think maybe I'm Amazed is a great, great pick for number one. I think Imagine and Maybe I'm Amazed might be the best two solo Beatles songs. I might have made one of them number one and one of them number two. I could take if Imagine was number two. And the reason I say I would put Imagine at number one is simply because of its popularity in the world scope. Forgetting that it's tired and overdone and overplayed, and people are analyzing the lyrics, and people don't like some of the lyrics. Imagine is such a huge anthem for the world, a dream for the world. It could be the world theme, that's why I think it should be number one. But anyway, I believe it was number nine, ironically, on the Rolling Stone Top 100. No, that's way too far down. It should be number one or number two, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I'm going to be making videos like showing some more records, showing some more Beatles singles, things like that too. Yeah, well, that's what I did. I did try to say that in the video that I made. I tried to tell people I tried to tell people that, but it didn't matter. I said, I like these songs. I love these songs. I said at the beginning. I said both, like and love, but they did take it the wrong way. Some people, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you this much about the song "You're 16." Ringo's version is much better than the original, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of unhappy people out there, and a lot of people with no values whatsoever, as you said. Yeah. Love comes to everyone. A great solo song. I agree with you, George. It's from the self-titled George Harrison album from 19. The George Harrison album is a great album. Self-titled George Harrison. Oh boy, it's another cough. Whew. Still coughing a lot less, folks. Coughing a lot less. I wouldn't be able to dream about being on here 96 minutes. Yesterday or the day before yesterday. But I'm still going to have to. I'm still canceling the Fab Gab live show for tomorrow. There's just a lot more involved. As I was saying earlier, in case you missed it, when you're doing a show like that where you're ranking songs from least favorite to most favorite, and you've got like multiple guests up there, and you got to like monitor them all, moderate it, and you got to say, okay, you go now. You have to have more. You have to be more on the ball. I just don't feel like that doing that, so I'm postponing that show. 2 weeks ago, yeah, I don't want to read. Yeah, yeah, Ugh, terrible. I do not agree with this at all. You say I love Frankie Valli, but Oh What a Night is awful and overrated. Hey, that's why we all have opinions, but I don't agree at all. I love Oh What a Night. Yes, hello, Michael. Yeah, I'm checking in for that reason. Absolutely. Doing better than I was. Hopefully, on the road to recovery. I'm taking doxycycline, antibiotic, and I'm taking a steroid, which I never would take steroids. No, no way. But I'm trusting my doctor this time. And I could have made a rant video because there was more crazy stuff with the drugstores. You know. Yeah, my girlfriend's been taking an Uber. You know, it's not too. The Uber is not too expensive because she doesn't have to go that far. My girlfriend's been amazing during this. I'm so blessed and lucky. She's taken such good care of me. It's not funny. Really, when she's here, even though she's working, she's. I don't expect this. But she takes good. I don't require this, but she likes to take care of me when I'm sick. She likes to wait on me. I say, babe, you don't have to do this. I could do it. No, I'll do it. She makes me tea. I could get up and make my own tea. She, cooks. She just makes sure she gets me a blanket. Just she's really good like that, and very nice. And that's true. And Ken Michaels will be the first one to tell you that. You know, some people could diss the Beatles' solo careers. Diss them and say all these negative things about them. But the good far outweighs the bad, and No, there's a lot of good stuff. No other solo act, as I say, people that were in popular bands that break up do as well. You could say Stevie Nicks solo, Phil Collins. We're talking about all the members, you know. Petula Clark, I like some songs, yes, but you know, yeah, Pharmacy Fun, yeah, absolutely, yeah. It was so crazy. The first day when the doctor called in, he called into the drugstore. That's why I like the old days when you had written prescriptions. The doctor would give you a written prescription. You take that piece of paper to your pharmacist and give it to them. Now they call it in, call it in. There's some kind of sometimes the connection is not good. You know, I don't know. We go all the way to the drugstore. We don't have it. It never got called in. Never got called in. Okay, sure. So then we call up the doctor's office. So we can't get the doctor's office directly. Instead of the doctor's office answering the phone, it's an answering service. And then she said, "Well, let me look it up." It says yes. It says the doctor called in one prescription for you. And I say to the answering service, I didn't. It's not one prescription. It's two prescriptions. Oh, it only says here he called in one. Whatever. So I have to drive back to the doctor's office. When you get to the doctor's office, he's busy seeing patients. Got to sit there a half an hour in the waiting room again, waiting for him to have a moment between patients where you can say, "Yo, doc," and when you see him in the halls or something, "Doc, did you call in?" He goes, "Oh, yes, I called in, and I called two in, not one, two." And I said, "Well, they didn't get it. Can you call it again?" "Okay, I'll call it again." He called it to call it in twice. It's just really a mess. It really is, you know. Finally, they got their signals together, and I was able to get the medicine. And meanwhile, through all this, you're sick, and it's been cold out here. Been cold the last few days, and we're running around in the cold. My girlfriend, like back and forth, you know. And she did a lot of the legwork. I got to be again helping me out, you know. And I don't want her to get sick. That's what I'm worried about because the doctor did say I'm contagious, you know. So, excuse me. Thanks, Glenn. Uh, See, we got more viewers here. It's Saturday. Things are picking up now. It's after 10. People are finally waking up, I guess. I'd have to hear their songs. I love Motown. I love almost anything coming out of Motown. So definitely, probably know a lot of this stuff. Just don't know that by name. Yeah, this is the old money grab thing. Yes, it was a money grab. I just wish people would stop using that term because the term money grab has been around since the beginning of time, since the beginning of business. Companies are in to make money. That's their goal. You can't put people down, businesses down for trying to make money. That's what they do. So too bad Danny wasn't able to come here. In almost 2 hours. I can't believe I'm on here almost 2 hours. I can't believe it. But it's good. It's good to get away from your illness, and as I say, I'm getting a little better because I'm able to do this. You know, so I'll probably return to if to doing this. I just don't want to do the Fab Gab right now. Yeah, I love the monkeys. Me too. So, all right. Tonight I hope to watch. I just happened to see this again. Hope to watch a Night Gallery episode tonight. All right. Ba-bam. What's going on, folks? People starting to come wake up here in the east. It's 10:12. Rise and shine, you lazy bones. The day is meant to be lived, enjoyed, not slept through. So, okay. Get a little lull here right now. No, that's not true all the time. Sell it and they'll come. They don't all come. People choose not to buy sometimes, you know. Do I have a stream timer? I have, yeah, I do. I mean, how long I've been on? Yes, if that's what you're asking. I like ELO, but I'm not going to go to the show. No. Uh, ba, 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 ba. Absolutely. And I know, a lot of times, Michael, we say this, right? We're not forced to buy anything. It's our choice to purchase or not. We say that. And to that, people say, yeah, but the companies know damn well there's going to be people out there that are not able to resist. Well, whatever. I don't blame them. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I have I was going to say Sergeant Pepper. Force of habit. Force of habit. I have a Dr. I have a Dr. Pepper shirt. Yeah. Oh, there's lots of stuff I can sell when I go into my closet. Yep. Well, that's a good thing to do sometimes. Wait and pick things up later for a lot less money. But the thing is, like when you have a channel or something like I have, some things you got, you want to get right away because you're trying to tell people about it. You're trying to report on it, do a review of it, share it right away. So I can't always wait. I tell you, folks, my voice is going more than it was. I'm surprised I was able to do this almost 2 hours. So I'm going to say goodbye now. Hopefully, I'll be able to come back some other times, maybe tomorrow or something. Um, Let me just say again an update for those who missed the beginning of this. I have what's this, like a pretty bad respiratory infection. I've had it for this is the fourth day. Had it about 3 days. This is the fourth day. I'm on medication for it, getting better. But I wanted to do this because I wanted to just make sure that you know I'm here, thinking of you, and I wanted to check in. Let you know what's going on with me. So that's it. Um, the only thing that's happening is that doing a lot of coughing mainly. That's what this has been, mostly a coughing experience. Um, and The coughing is getting less. The more, the more I'm doing this, the coughing's getting less. But you can hear the reason my voice is like this is because I've been talking for almost 2 hours. That's the reason. So, thank you everybody for all your well wishes. I'm reading them all. Thank you so much. And I will be back. I'll be back. As somebody once said. Talk soon, everybody. Take care. Great seeing you, chatting with you. Cheers, everybody.